Dr. Randy here. So we're going to talk a little bit about crates and new puppies.
Exactly. So we have a question today from Alyssa right here in Tucson, Arizona, and it's, do I need a crate for my new puppy?
Lisa, this is really a great question. I will tell you that every new puppy client that I see, I highly recommend a crate.
Okay, and why is that?
Well, it's first of all the easiest way to train your pet.
Mhm.
You know, when a young puppy is given too much room, they feel very uncomfortable, and having that proximity or closeness to the crate actually mimics the cave. You know, like when they were primitive.
Oh,
You've seen dogs
really?
circle themselves and
Yeah.
get into a ball. Well, they did that because they had to get small to get into little caves that they lived in. That's a genetic leftover, believe it or
I
not.
did not know
Well,
that.
see, I can
That's
we can share new
crazy.
stuff with you all the time.
Oh my God. Sorry, hey everyone, that was a new fact I just learned. That is so interesting.
Yeah, so the crate prevents them from destroying the house because
Right.
they'll go around and chew when they're uncomfortable. It also creates that den-like space we talked about, and it really helps with structure on training, like when to
Mhm.
take them out. I recommend the puppy is in the crate, and then when it's time to get them out, which is not very long. You don't want to leave them in too long when they're young, especially. You pick them up and you actually walk them outside with a very, very high quality treat. And potty training gets much, much easier when you
you
do
have a
this.
crate. That
Yeah.
makes a lot
When
of
you
sense.
let them walk back across the floor, they're apt to go and pee. So again, you kind of carry them and use the crate and continue repetitive behavior. Most puppies, within a week, maximum 2 weeks will get it, and they will be trained.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's super helpful for everybody interested in getting a puppy as well, who maybe is scared about that potty training aspect of it.
Absolutely.
So that's really helpful. Do you think there's any benefits when it comes to maybe I want to travel with my pet and they're already crate trained?
Absolutely, because here's the situation. Traveling in your car, unless you really get a dog-specific harness
Mhm.
or a setup for your car itself, the safest place for them to be is in a crate that's actually seat belted into the car.
Right. Okay.
Because God forbid you stop short, they don't go flying. A crate is a very comfortable, safe place, and they're already comfortable being in that position. So even traveling makes it much, much easier because they're comfortable with that crate.
They have less anxiety.
Much less.
That makes a lot of sense.
Much less, yes.
And that would have stopped when I short stopped because someone cut in front of me and my dog put the car in neutral. That
Yep.
would have prevented it.
Absolutely. So, there are lots of different types of crates. There are steel crates, there are plastic crates. I think you look at what is out there and what might fit right for your position
Right.
and situation and work from that. And then I think the last thing is introducing that puppy to the crate.
Mhm.
If they are not used to that situation, putting a couple little treats in there, putting a soft toy that they can play with.
Right.
Obviously, some bedding, and we always recommend something like Adaptil pheromone spray on
Right.
that bedding so that the pheromone will attract them to go in there. All of those things can help introduction.
And then I have a follow-up question for you. For
Yep.
our kind of destructive dogs
Yes.
or our dogs that like to eat inanimate objects,
Yes.
what would you recommend? I speak from experience.
Yes.
What would you recommend in those cases? Because I've tried to make the crate more suitable for my dog, and then he ends up tearing things up, and I'm worried about him eating something he shouldn't.
Perfect question. This perfect situation where I like to incorporate something like a Kong toy that's very hard
Got it.
with
Okay.
a little bit of their kibble and either peanut butter or almond butter. And I freeze them, the ends, so that they
Smart.
work on that to get to the kibble.
Okay.
And it's a self-soothing toy that can last forever. I like Nylabones,
Okay.
the hard Nylabones, because they can't be chewed up.
Okay.
And it's good to get their teeth behavior into something like that.
That's
These
really
are always good things to look at.
Okay, perfect. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Dr. Andy, and thank you guys for joining us today.
We hope this was helpful. And if you want to see more, go to Dr. Randy Pet Vet on YouTube, Instagram. Please subscribe. It helps us tremendously. And tell your pet friends. Also, you can follow Dr. Sacci, coming up, Dr. Sacci, at Dr. Sacci, DRSACCI.
Perfect. And all those sites are great places to put any questions that you guys have. We'll address them going forward in case you want us to talk anything that pertains to you and your pets.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys.